So this is my Sprint Nexus LTE that they just came out with 2 months ago. Last night my battery died on it, which is bad to let a battery die on any phone just from battery longevity's sake, not from killing the phone or anything. Plugged the phone in last night after it died. Right when I went to bed, I just didn't care, and I told it to turn on. Well, I told it to turn on, and this is what happened. Well, I woke up in the middle of the night for my computer ringing because I have Skype and voice numbers that tied, to the computer. If you dial this phone, it'll dial the computer as well. So when I'm go back to bed, I see it's doing this. So I take the battery, I take it off, I take the battery out, and let it sit there for a minute, and put the battery back in, put the battery back in, put the charger back on, hit the power button, and it's been doing this. It will do this for a long time. So what I'm going to do is let this sit here for a minute. We'll put it up so the camera can see it, and we'll put the camera down so we can see it. Now, if you look, I just messed with the light, so you're getting a shadow effect on the screen right here. So that's actually from the light, but you can still tell that it is still going AWOL. Let's see if I can make it to where the light shines somewhere else, but where you still can see the screen. You can see that the screen's still going to go. I'm going to leave for 2 minutes because I'm ready to kill this phone. I'll be back, and we'll see that it's still not booted up. Before I go, the funny thing is when I replaced the battery last night, and unplugged it and whatever, it started doing this again. So this morning, I did the same damn thing because it was doing it again. Take the battery out, turn it off, unplug the charger, turn it back on, does this. I'm hoping that when I do it again for the 3rd time, that I actually can get into the phone. If not, I'm declaring this phone a total piece of crap, just like I did with the Galaxy S2 and the Evo 3D, all for their own various reasons that they have issues. So let's see how this goes. How many minutes are we at? We're at 4 minutes. Let's wait till 4:30 because at that point, I forget, it takes like a minute or 2 for this thing to boot up. So I just want to make sure that it's on video, that you see that it's not booting, it's in a stupid loop. And to be honest, I'm not sure why the blue LED is flashing. I never paid attention to that blue. I never saw that blue LED. I don't know how to phrase it. I never paid attention or saw the blue LED flashing during its turning on cycle, so I don't know at this point if that's supposed to happen or what. Because every time I normally turn it on, I just turn it on, put it back down, wait for this stupid graphics thing that they got that actually blinds you at nighttime going through. In reality, that actually takes processing power to do that. So its whole boot up thing to me is kind of a farce anyway. So we'll give it just a hair bit longer. We're at 5 minutes, 6 seconds of this doing this. Well, on video, but it's been doing it since last night. Oh, I guess while I'm waiting for this, let me tell you a little bit about Sprint. Ever since about the past year or two, Sprint's network across the United States has basically been collapsing like the Roman Empire. This is my opinion based on results of my phone and other people's phones that I trust from a technical reason. I don't listen to people that are just idiots and say, oh, my phone's broken. Well, you're probably an idiot. I rather I listen to people that I know that could actually rewrite the software like myself, or could redesign the circuit board like myself, or even make a whole phone like myself. And actually we're in a project of making a phone just to prove that phones can be made by home users. It won't look as fancy as some of these phones, but it's already got a nice form factor. We're not going to patent it. We're going to release it to the general public just for show. So we're at 6 minutes now. So let's do this. We're going to take off make sure I can see it, everything. We're going to take off let's bring that back up so we can see everything. Okay, we have the phone. I'm doing this all sideways. So I'm going to unplug. You can see that my fingers are not on anything. We're going to unplug it. Okay, so it still does it. Let's hold on the power button. See what that does. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So we don't even have a force off, which I don't think these phones even have. So let's take the cover off. And you can see that it is a Sprint Nexus LTE. And we're going to take the cover off. I don't have any nails, so I have to use a card. Okay, so get the cover off. Cover's over here. And we got the cover off, and it's still going. So let's pop the battery off. Battery's off. Cover up my labels. Battery is off, you can tell. So, obviously, battery goes back on. Let's turn this sucker back on. Yep. I accidentally hit the volume button at the same time. So, just to be safe, that we put it into power mode and not into any other data recovery mode. Took the battery off. Not touching the power button this time. I mean, not touching the volume buttons this time. Turned it on. Let it sit up against the wall. And watch what it does. Hopefully it boots up this time. And we're booting back up again. We have 39 seconds until this recording dies. Crap. Because it's recording from an old phone. So hopefully within the next 32 seconds this thing boots up. If not, what I'm going to do is put my watch here. Let's move this over just a bit. And you can see, my watch. You can see the minute hand and the second hand So it did